Welcome to Gamers Platform.
Oh.
Yeah! Good. Oh, baby! Look at that!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Gamers Platform, the only place to be for all your gaming needs. I'm Adam Wolf, and today we've got a reaction to not one trailer, but many. It's a PlayStation Showcase, or the State of Play, that happened on September 13th. I did not watch it because I was at work. But, you know, we're going to go in fresh, obviously. You know, we can't have a reaction video if I've seen it already. So I'm really excited to see a bunch of this content. I heard it was pretty good. We got 22 minutes of stuff going on here, so I'm really excited to see what they got in store for us coming up very soon, hopefully. So let's get into it. The PlayStation 5's heart is beating. Title and development, final game subject, okay. Real-time rendered footage. Tekken. It looks really good. I'm not a fighting game person anymore, but that looks phenomenal.
Fight.
That was just the beginning of a fight? Dude. The lighting on this is unreal. Is this on Unreal Engine? Man, I'll tell you what. Those guys, they know what they're doing when it comes to the render. Man, that looks really good. The lighting is phenomenal. Uh-oh. This is like Unreal Engine 5 or something, isn't it? It's not even 4 can look this good. Hadouken! Wrong game, I know. Tekken 8. That looks sick. Bandai Namco, man. I'll tell you what, they have really been knocking it out of the park for me for the last few years. They came out with some of the best RPGs, JRPGs that I've played for sure. I still have to get Tales of Arise, but Scarlet Nexus was hands down one of my favorite games I played, I think last year. And I'm not a fighting game person anymore. I used to play like, you know, I did play Tekken, actually. Tekken, Dead or Alive was definitely my favorite. Killer Instinct, that was like top for me on Super Nintendo, but I kind of fell off of it. I played Street Fighter, the early ones, Super Street Fighter and stuff like that, but yeah, I just fell off of fighting games. I'm not good at them, you know.
It's official. Tekken 8 is coming to the PlayStation 5 console courtesy of our battle-hardened friends at Bandai Namco Entertainment. Now, let's check in on 2 games in
Tales from the
development
Galaxy's
for
Edge
PlayStation
Enhanced
VR2.
Edition. It's a VR title? Ooh. VR2 specifically. A Star Wars VR title.
The story I was telling, it was about a certain droid repair tech who had no business getting into this kind of trouble. But there they were, standing against evil wherever it popped up.
The Falcon.
I think there are a few new items on the shelves that might catch your eye.
Like, it's awesome that it's we got a Star Wars VR title here, but
it's nothing you can't handle.
I really hope this is like compression on YouTube or something.
Oh, hello, my friend.
I really hope that's compression on YouTube and it looks better in VR, because that graphics wise, that looked pretty bad. The lighting was okay. It kind of, you know, gave some depth to some of the characters, but it was very like not blurry, but it was very soft looking image. And I think that's just purely because it was captured for a flat screen, and it probably looks way better in VR. And I really, fingers crossed, that I really hope it does. But that did not look good to me visually. But first person shooter Star Wars game, that's pretty cool. No lightsabers. It looks like maybe you're just kind of like a low level trooper of some sort, not like the Empire trooper, but like a rebel trooper. But visual, bit not great. But they got like presumably maybe another year to work on it, so we'll see what happens. But the first impressions is not good. Didn't look very good, because we're expecting the PS5, very powerful machine, and we're being told that the VR2 has like these really high resolution screens in it. So it's like it should look crisper than that, shouldn't it? But we have to try and assume that the fact that they translated it from VR to flat screen is probably the reason why it doesn't look so good. That looked like PlayStation VR 1 quality, which is, you know, pretty rough. Another PSVR 2.
Ready for battle. Let all monsters beware. My aim is true. Taste my steel.
It's like a tactics board game with cards. Kind of like a D&D sort of thing. With cards and miniatures.
I summon fire!
Demio. If you like D&D and card games, there you go.
Demio brings the
course she
creativity
was gonna
and
say
chaos
Demio. I
of
knew
a
she was gonna say
tabletop
Demio.
RPG to PSVR 2. This next game is being rebuilt from the ground up and will be available outside of Japan for the first time.
From Sega. Kyo 1867. A lone samurai embarks on a secret quest for revenge and sparks the greatest revolution in Japanese history.
不思議な話もあったもんやな。時代を動かすはずの男が時代遅れの男に切られ死ぬ。しかもこの世に存在しないはずのもう一人の自分に切られることになるんやからな。なあ、坂本龍馬さんよ。
Is this that Ronin game? No. Yeah, no, this is why am I blanking on the name? Yeah, this is oh my god, there's like 10 of them. I'm blanking on it. My brain sucks. Like a Dragon Ishin. Oh, that's not what I was thinking at all. That's not the game I was thinking at all. But isn't that... Oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna have to look this up. Yakuza, there we go. Holy crap, the easiest word ever, and I couldn't think of it. Yakuza, like a dragon, but it says like a dragon, Ishin, or something like that. But his name is Ryo, which I'm pretty sure that's like the main protagonist of Yakuza.
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Hogwarts Legacy.
You will find my terms quite generous.
What's the catch?
You are wise to be wary.
Why is your mistress selling the shop?
She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Those who came before
I feel like this game is sometimes like supposed to be kind of like a horror game.
darkness. Will you?
In a Harry Potter universe. Love the effects.
Watch your step.
Portkey Games. Never heard of them actually. Why did I leave that browser open? Sorry. Just leave the browser open so I can look stuff up on the side. I don't know why I keep not doing that. February 10th, we have a release date. I don't know if we got one before, but there you go. If you've been looking for Hogwarts Legacy, there it is. Ironwood. Is this the day before? No. No. Immediately, as soon as I saw the water, I'm like, that's not the art style. Though, I'm not gonna lie, that looks almost exactly the same spot that we saw that gameplay footage in. They stopped at a gas station. I think they had a wagon for a car. Like a Buick wagon or whatever.
Warning. An instability front is approaching. Take immediate shelter in a stabilized area. Location
First person.
includes sectors Delta and Echo.
Is it a driving game? Oh, this is that driving game that everybody was talking about. I think. Why's it gotta be in first person, man? Why does everything have to be in first person, you know? Like, I just don't get it. Some of the best games that I've ever played were in third person. You know, because you got to see your character or your car or whatever, but now we've got like first person driver thing. Or first person driving game. Pacific Drive, yeah.
After all these years,
I heard about this one. I thought it was something else, but that is definitely not what I thought it was.
Survive a ride from hell in Pacific Drive, the debut game from Ironwood Studio. Up next, let's check in on PlayStation Stars, a loyalty program rolling out soon.
I heard about this. Sounds like an NFT thing to me.
Hi everyone, I'm Grace Chen. Not long ago, we announced our brand new loyalty program called PlayStation Stars. It's designed to celebrate you, the players. It will be free to join PlayStation Stars.
Not.
As a member, you can complete various activities to earn points that can be redeemed for rewards. Digital collectibles are a highlight of the program. These are digital representations of things that PlayStation fans love. Today, I'm pleased to give you a sneak peek at some examples of our digital collectibles.
See, here's the thing.
Whether it's a beloved game character or a cherished device from Sony's innovative history, there will always be something
swear to God,
new
I'm getting one of those
and
again.
show off to your friends.
So that way I can have just 2 systems.
And I have more good news. PlayStation Stars will begin to roll out in some regions in Asia, starting in late September. It will launch in the Americas and Europe in the weeks that follow. That's it for now. Check PlayStation blog to learn more about PlayStation Stars.
Why does everything get tested in Asia? I don't understand that. Somebody had mentioned, or I had read somewhere or something that there was a reason for it, but I can't remember what it is. It doesn't make sense to me. But what she said was that the reason for Stars was to reward the dedicated players. The problem I have is, of course, they don't mention, oh, you have to buy things. Digital, you know, digital representations of like things you won or purchased or something. I don't get it. She said something about earning at least. Now, if this is purely just earning for playing, fine. That's fine. But if it's literally NFT, like you have to buy it with real world money and then you can kind of like, you know, sell it to somebody else. No, I don't agree with it at all. We'll have to see though. They didn't say much. JRPG? Not actual gameplay. You don't say. I swear to God, this whole trend of like, now that's actually in game. But I'm just like, I'm sick of this new trend where, and it's all because of Ubisoft. That's basically who started the problem. Was that they showed footage not representative of the final product. It started with Watch Dogs, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. Now every company has to mention this is not real gameplay. If you aren't smart enough to notice the difference between gameplay and cinematics, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm talking even cinematics that are part of the game. If it doesn't look like somebody's controlling a character with a controller or a keyboard and mouse, it's not real gameplay. Like, it's very obvious. And it probably, you know, even further back, Killzone 2. Perfect example. Probably not so much back then. You know, obviously it was a bit of a snafu, but then once Ubisoft came out with Watch Dogs and people were like, and then the game came out and was like, that looks nothing like what they showed, which at the time was gameplay, so I can say, you know, okay, that's fine. Be mad about that because that was ridiculous. But like, I'm so sick of seeing these notes where they have to say this is not actual gameplay. I want to swear so badly, but no. Obviously, it's not gameplay. I know that. You should know that. And if you don't know that, you should look at more videos. It's like a mech shooter of some sort. Basically, if it looks like that, you know, if it's polished to a point where it's like, you know, yeah, that doesn't really look real, it's not real gameplay. Sin duality? Another Bandai Namco. Well, I love their games lately, so I'll give it a shot if it's got a demo or something.
Games are PS5 console exclusives.
Nice.
Let's take a look.
PS5 exclusive.
그날은 갑자기 찾아왔지. 그놈들은 무자비했고.
Oh, I think this is that Project Eve game.
인류는 형편없이 무너져간.
Ooh, that frame rate though. I can see the stuttering. Ugh.
자이오니아, 버려진 자들의 도시지. 전성기에는 10만 명 이상이 살았던 곳이야.
와, 황무지 아래 건설한 도시라니.
I can't remember if this is on. I think it's on Unreal Engine 4.
여긴 무덤인 건가요?
아니, 이곳의 주민들은 에너지 고갈로 잠들어 있는
Okay,
거야.
he wouldn't be that clear if with a mask on like that.
영원한 어둠.
Also, why is he wearing a mask and they're not?
이브, 우리를 도와줘.
Oh, never there. There you go.
조심해. 리스팅되지 않는 네이티브야. 아담, 뒤로 물러나.
Hey, I'm in the game.
마더스피어는 절대적이야.
이 레거시는 믿을 수 없어요. 그렇죠? 그렇다고 말해줘요.
여기 있는 누구도 그 손길이 닿은 적은 없어. 모두 버려진 것.
그건 신상 모델.
This is the first like real gameplay we've gotten of this game.
이러기 위해 태어난 거야.
이렇게 된 이상 나도 몰라요.
The music kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy 13.
이번에는 우리를 구원할 수 있겠는가?
I can't remember what it was called. Stellar Blade, right. Not a bad name. Now, aside from the obvious hot anime chick in really tight clothing and everything, to be fair, the action looks awesome. I actually really want to play this game because just the combat alone looks sick. Don't know what the story's about. Post-apocalyptic after machines or something. And there's some weird, you know, enemy types and creatures and stuff. So it looks good. Looks really good. I think it's Unreal Engine 4. But, you know, the action alone just looks really good. So I'm excited for this one. Love the fact that instant exclusive. You'll probably end up seeing that on my website. PlayStation Playground, baby. www.gamersplatform.net. Koei Tecmo. In-engine cinematic created for trailer use. So this is not a curated cutscene, it's an in-engine cinematic. Oh, is this that Ronin game? Team Ninja.
After 3 centuries of the Tokugawa's repressive rule,
it might be the other one that I recently saw Skill Up play.
tear itself apart.
Or at least his impressions on it.
Those who cleave to the past, those who embrace the new, and the Ronin, a warrior free of all masters and bonds.
Little Assassin's Creed.
I will watch over you all as your blades carve a new future.
Very. I love the setting. What was it, 1863 or something like that? Late 1800s?
Your time has come.
It's basically,
Rise.
From my understanding, at least through what I've seen. Yeah, it's Rise of the Ronin. Looks really good. From my understanding, that was towards the end of, I wouldn't say the shonen, not the shonen, the samurai period. Like they were just kind of being phased out at the time. So you saw muskets and everything like that. So everything was being westernized. Got some Sekiro stuff. But yeah, it looks very, 2024. Okay. So it's interesting how they have that much footage to show off and it looks really good, but it's still like 2024. Whew, man, that gives them another year to really polish it. But it's very much Neo. I mean, Team Ninja is responsible for Neo and Neo 2. So this will be their next big game. But they have another one that, like I said, Skill Up actually did a first impressions video on, which is called Wolong. I believe that's Team Ninja as well. So They're working on 2 titles at the same time.
Great
It's
change
crazy.
and upheaval in
Wolong
Rise
we
of the
actually
Ronin,
saw,
a
not too
sprawling
long ago.
action RPG from Team Ninja. Before we wrap up, we've
Here we
got
go.
one more update for you.
It's God of War. I know God of War was part of the showcase. I mean, it's just instantaneous. Obviously, that's too polished for not actual gameplay. Oh man, we've been waiting so long. Who's Fenrir? Oh! Look at that controller, eh? Available 11/9. Isn't that the release date? I'd love to get me one.
Everyone keeps secrets. Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
I know you. God Killer. What is it you want from me?
The visuals just
Is it a
still
god
look
of
so
war
good.
You came to find.
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your son's hands.
What is it you will not tell me?
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
Pretender God! For the old father!
Death can have me when it earns me.
Oh man. And people are like, they were really people were really put off by the fact that the game looks, Ragnarok looks just like the first game.
Lifetimes has anyone
Yeah, if an art style works, man, why change it? It looks good.
Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
Oh man. This looks so action-packed, baby. Oh, yo, they team up with Fenrir?
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written.
There's Thor.
We will make our own destiny.
Oh my god. That looks so good.
And that's the show. God of War Ragnarok
man.
comes to PS5 and PS4 on November 9th. See you next time.
I got chills, man. I got chills. What's the rest of this? It's just like, yeah, okay, it's just garbage. Chills. Absolute chills. I'm so excited. God of War 2018 was my game of all time. I'm not even joking. Like, after I was done playing it, I was so floored at the quality of that game that I immediately dubbed it my favorite game of all time. And I'm a huge God of War fan. I've been playing since the first one. And the original trilogy is fantastic. But there was something that they did with God of War 2018 that really just changed the way that games should be made forever for me. That's the quality that other games should hold themselves to. And it stands to this day and will forever stand best game of all time, God of War 2018. Whether or not this one outdoes that, I don't know. All I know is that that started it for me, and that these two games, and this is the last game in this series, because, you know, a lot of games, they try to do a trilogy and everything like that. Everything comes in threes, but this story, this part of Kratos' story, it's 2 games long, and that's it. I mean, Ragnarok is the Norse end of the world. Like, that's when the end times come, so. But that looks phenomenal. And again, like I said, people were pissy about, oh, it just looks the same. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. It looks phenomenal. Like, why would you change it? You can't expect them to just up their game on the second game if it worked the first time. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so that was the state of play. I'm very excited for a lot of that stuff in there, if not all of it. What was it? Pacific Drive. You know, we'll see what that one's about, but overall, very pleased with what I saw. The PSVR 2 titles kind of looked a bit bad, but I think that was just simply the translation of VR to flat screen. Doesn't go very well, so and it's possibly compression on YouTube also didn't help, but whatever. Overall, great state of play. Can't wait for God of War, Ragnarok, and certainly hoping that there's a demo for most of these games. Maybe not God of War, but like Stellar Blade. That would be fun to get a demo in and see what that game's all about. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And let me know in the comments below what you thought about the state of play. If you watched it or if this is the first time you're seeing it, what are you excited for? I know I'm excited for God of War, just like everybody else. But there's a myriad of games on here that I'm also very excited for. I mean, Tekken 5 looked Tekken 8 looked phenomenal. So, you know, it's not going to make me get back into fighting games, but I got to hand it to them. They just know what they're doing. But let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I'm Adam Wolf. This is the State of Play from Sony. And I'll see you guys later.